Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Tuesday evening. We're streaming live for round 5 of the GT3 World Endurance Series. Korean's best, or Korea's best. I can never work out which one. Let's have a look at the bump and give you. We're at Willow Springs, which is awesome because that always kicks up a little bit of drama. Drama mama. So this endurance series, well, what is the GT3 World Endurance Series? This endurance series will consist of 7 seasons using a different Group 3 car for each season, with each season containing 6 rounds, so we're only 1 round away from the end. There is added jeopardy in the form of full damage, along with the added difficulty of drivers qualifying and starting each race on the racing hard tyre compound. Strategy will be key, as each driver must use all 4 tyre compounds per race. The racing will be fast and frantic, with finishing positions unknown until the final part of the race. In GT3 Wes, that's what us cool dudes call it, anything can happen, and it probably will. So this first series is Korean's best. It is Koreans, not Korea's. See? Korean's best with the Hyundai Genesis Group 3. And then there'll be a short break while the GT, there's another championship goes on. And then we'll be back probably with the second series, which is Best of Japan in the Toyota Group GR Supra. And so on and so forth. It's all on Discord if you want to check it out. The tyre regulations, like I said, they've got to qualify on the hards and start on the hards, and then they've got to use a different set of compounds throughout the race. It's 10 minutes of qualifying. It's a 60-minute race. They get a point for the fastest lap and a point for pole position, and then first place gets 20 points, and it dwindles. It's all the way down to 16th for 1 point. Right then, I'll take you to the table because we are tight on time. I was a bit late getting on. I apologise. I was scratching my bum. So the table is as follows. I mean, Racer Brown has been on top form in this championship, but his winning ways were broke last week by Jay. So how is tonight going to go? Who knows? But first in the championship is Racer Brown on 80 points. Second is Kale on 68 points. In third is Guesty on 61 points. Fourth, Supermanny on 57 points. So there's still a lot to fight for there from the second, third and fourth. In fifth is Noxie on 40 points. Sixth, Homesick Alien on 34 points. GT Racer 9 is 7th on 24 points. Jim in 8th on 23 points. Pat is 9th on 20 points. And 10th is JOO Pace, also on 20 points. 11th is Rizzler the Roller on 18 points. 12th, Matt Psycho, but I don't think he takes part anymore. He's on 14 points. 13th, iBunting on 14 points. In 14th, Triv GG on 13 points. Alpha Nut in 15th on 10 points. And in 16th, what's going on? It's all froze up, has it? Oh, that's not right, is it? That was weird. We'll watch Rizzler the Roller a bit because that was bizarre. And yeah, 16th is a GTR G Handicap T4 in with 5 points. But those last few have only taken part in 1 round so far. So everything to fight for in the championship. And we're moving on for round 5 here at Big Willie. And Racer Brown's already asking if we're ready. By my account, we've got a minute left. Man's in a rush. So let me just get involved. There you go. I'm involved now. I'm in too deep. In the chat, we've got people already. Racer Brown saying hello. Skyjacker saying hello. Evening, dude. Pat saying hiya. Pat also saying, have you got your bucket and spade tonight? I know we're going to be building sandcastles. And Homesick Alien saying, aye. So how is this gonna go? The cars look absolutely dashing out there. There's Pat in his Castrol Hyundai. And what helmet has he got tonight? Ooh, he's got the checkered flag. Is that ominous? Is he saying that's how it's going? Superman-y, Rizla the roller. We're in the countdown for the qualifying. And here we go. 10 minutes of qualifying here at a Big Willow. Oh look, Racer Brown's put it. I was going to grab the map, but Racer Brown's already given me a map in the brief. How nice. So the first corner, let's get rid of those horrible numbers, that he's in right now. Castrol corner going into Rabbit's Ear. I like that. Let's go on board so we can see the lap. Let's get in car because I prefer it in car. So we're making our way around the Rabbit's Ear, heading up. Doesn't really say this has got a name. It's right up at this peak. It calls it the Budweiser Balcony. Oh, I call that Brewdog Balcony if you don't mind. Then we go through this a wiggly little bit, and then we get to Monroe's Ridge. I don't think we're there yet. That's Monroe's Ridge right there. I wonder if that's Marilyn. And then we're heading down to the wing leg. That's got to be a chicken wings. Hey, knowing those Yankee Doodles. Then we're going into the sweeper. And then at the end of the corner, it's just called turn 9. Wow, they ran out of names. There you go. So, Joker's in the chat saying good evening, and Pat saying a bit of a Louis Vuitton on my helmet tonight, an old WRX one. Thought I'd mix it up a bit this week. Thought you'd stick with the Louis Hamilton one, man, as you had good luck with that one. Pat obviously not superstitious with his helmets. Any helmet will do, eh, Pat? So Racer Brown already on his flying lap. We're going to have a lot of laps here, a lot of laps in 60 minutes, aren't we? It's a short lap, a 125 on an out lap. So it's going to be fast and furious. It's going to be all Vin Diesel. And Racer Brown making his way round. He's the first man on track, so he is going to be putting the benchmark down for us. Where is my map? I've got a map of this. I can't keep opening Discord to have a look. I saw it the other day. I'll just check my iPad out. Oh. He's going around. He's still going around. And he's still going around. There's Racer Brown still going around. Here we go. We've got Big Willie. I've got different names. Oh, I haven't got it called a Budweiser Balcony. I've just got it called Balcony. And I haven't got that as Monroe. It's just downhill. Interesting. There you go. So Racer Brown has set a time, has he? Already, yeah, 1:13.1. And now a couple of others have. Superman-y, second fastest with a 13.6. Homesick Alien, third fastest with a 14.1. Jokers with a 14.9. And Jay has just put it on the provisional pole. And in celebratory of that, he's gone off a 13.1, only 2,000th ahead of Racer Brown. Kale's gone third fastest with a 13.4, ahead of Superman-y by 2/10 and just 3/10 virtually behind our Racer Brown. Behind them, Jim has gone sixth fastest with a 14.1, just nearly 200 slower than the Alien. Trivs G has gone seventh fastest. Jokus is eighth fastest. Noxie is ninth fastest in his FedEx. Pat has gone 10th fastest. 11th fastest for GT Racer. Rido's not quite made the line yet, which is unusual because we're quite a way through the practice already. Rizla the roller, he wants to get on with it. And he's got a whole face full of Rido at the moment. Homesick and Superman-y putting in faster times again. Superman-y up into third fastest. If he wants, yes, he's knocked Kale down. And Homesick staying where he was, but shaving off a good 6/10 of his time. Jim's gone faster. It's all shuffling around underneath. Triv CG, sixth fastest. Jokers is seventh fastest. Jim's gone 8th fastest. Rizla the roller has gone a little bit faster, but he's still stuck behind Rido. See if we're going to have to really back off and let Rido go, or He's not allowed to overtake, so we'll see. Noxie is just gone 11th fastest because GT Racer has put in the 10th fastest time. Noxie in 11th, Rido in 12th. Pat's going into the pits. He's got a bit of damage. And G Handicap T4, that's a nice looking car. G is he's just done an outlap. He hasn't quite made it around yet. And Racer Brown goes faster again. He goes back on pole. So we're to and fro in between Jay and Racer Brown. And where is Jay? Jay's just hanging it out there in turn 9. As he crosses the line, is he going to go faster? Not quite, but wow. It's close stuff between him and Racer Brown. Superman-y making his way around the rabbits here. Trivs goes a bit faster but stays in 6th place. There's no, I haven't noticed Guesty. Rizla the Roller goes a bit faster in 10th, just 3/10 off of Rido's time. There's definitely no Guesty, is there? Oh no, search party's got to go out for Guesty. So GT Racer going faster again. He was in 10th, but he slipped down to 11th. No, that's G Handicap 12th then. He slipped down to 12th. A couple of people gone faster than him, including a G Handicap and Rizla the Roller. He loves it on the dirt, does Rizla. He can't get enough of that bad boy. Racer Brown still holding that provisional pole. We've only got just under 4 minutes left of qualifying here. Superman, he puts in a time, but Homesick goes ahead of him with a 13.3, 7 thousandths faster. This is so tight. This is what happens. And Jay's taken a pole again at 12.9. Is he the first to dip into the 12s? He is, he is, he is. So J00 has popped it down under the 13s. Racer Brown in 2nd. That Kale going faster again, up into 3rd, ahead of Homesick Alien, who's sitting in 4th at the moment. Superman-y in 5th, with Trivs GG in 6th, Joker 7th, with Jim in 8th. GT Racer going faster again. He's taken that 10th place back from Rizla the Roller and G Handicap. G Handicap goes faster. Where does he go? He's some way up there. 6th fastest for G Handicap. Look at him, showing a bit of form. Beautiful stuff. We've seen him in the Red Bull Junior Series, and now he's turning his hand at the tin tops here. The Group 3 Hyundais. Pat goes faster. Whereabouts are you, Pat? Pat in 10th fastest. Absolutely cracking stuff. Homesick goes faster but stays in 4th. Just 200ths behind Kale. Whoosh. Let's have a look at some helmets, shall we? And J00, I think I said he'd already gone up there. Back fastest because he dipped it under the 12s. Noxie has put in a time. Where is he? He was in last place and now he's gone 10th. 10th place is real popular, isn't it? They all seem to be slipping it in 10th. Jim's gone faster again. Jim unstoppable. Where are you? In 8th place. Amazing stuff. He's 2/10 behind a G Handicap and 700ths ahead of Trivs. Racer Brown's gone in. Is that damage or he's just done for the day? Looks like he's done for the day. He's given up on that pole position with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. J00 still fancies another shot. Take it further away. Kale. Maybe a Racer Brown stopped for a Mars bar. Possibly. Kale wants to get that position. Homesick Alien also, ooh, he's got some major damage. How can they get damaged? There's nothing to hit round here, is it? It's all just open desert. So Kale is the man to watch. Can he get that 2nd place? Ooh, he's hanging it out there. I can see we're going to have a very exciting race on our hands this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to go off. Rizla the Roller goes faster. He goes up into 6th spot. Beautiful stuff. Jim gets a last ditch one in as well. He's in 9th. Jokus also going faster. He's up into 7th. Now, I was meant to press 7 and that at the same time. G Handicaps put it into the pits. He's done for the day. I'm waiting for that timer to run out. So JOO Pace is a provisional pole. Racer Brown, he's back out there again. I don't think he can put a time in though. Kale, this is the man to watch. Can he get himself ahead of Racer Brown and help his teammate as they've all got pace? Superman, he dips it up into 3rd place. So Kale's not only racing for that 2nd place, he wants his 3rd place back. Can he do it as he crosses the line? No, he cannot. Oh my. Very tight though, very tight at the top. We've got JOO Pace, 800ths ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown is at 700ths ahead of Supermanny, who's 2,000ths of a second ahead of Kale, who's only 200ths ahead of Homesick Alien. Noxie's put a time in there, and Noxie is in 11th place. I'm rather concerned about Guesty. I need his map on the side to help me out, to remind me where we are. Rido, my headset died. It's alright, you don't need to listen to anything. Pat saying maybe Guesty couldn't get Willow Spring on the side of his car, hence he isn't here. Yeah, possibly. Or maybe he's still doing it, he forgot. I was going to catch him out finally, and he thought, no, I'll miss qualifying and try and get in before the race. I don't know. Someone going to give Guesty a bell, see if he's still okay. So JOO Pace, he's probably on his ollie bobs. Everyone's on their ollie bobs at the moment. Racer Brown in 2nd place. Supermanny on 3rd on the grid. Kale is 4th on the grid. Homesick Alien 5th on the grid. Rizzler the Roller is 6th on the grid. Jokas 7th. G Handicap 8th. 9th is Jim. 10th is Trivs GG in the best looking car in my opinion. Noxie 11th. He delivered an 11th place there. 12th for Pat. That's it now. Noxie's got to only ever do it with delivery things. He's got to use UPS, the Royal Post Office. That's it. I only ever want to see like delivery agents on Noxie's cars because I love it. Pat in 12th. Rido in 13th with his broken headset. And GT Racer in 14th. So Rido saying Prob's got PTSD from his track from WRX. From his... I'm going to work that one out. DHL can be done a few ways. There you go, see? Pat's in there with the ideas already. He's going to do half a dozen Noxie liveries. So as we wait, I don't know what we're waiting for. Someone's still going around. It might be Racer Brown. I doubt he got across the line quick enough. Who's going around still then? Ah, there you go. Qualifying has ended. We'll never know. We'll never know who was still travelling. And Amazon, yeah, see? Noxie, get your pen out. We're getting some great ones. And Homesick saying a nice time for Jokus. And there they go, lined up. Yeah, Jokus done real well there. He's on a track he likes, maybe, possibly. So we're looking at JOO, last week's winner, with Racer Brown in 2nd place. Supermanny 3rd, Kale 4th, then Homesick Alien, Rizzler the Roller alongside him, and they're off. They are off here for 60 minutes of fast, frantic racing here at Big Willie. And it looks like Jay is on the outside, but first into the first corner. Castrol something or other. Castrol corner, there you go. It's not hard to remember, is it? And Rabbit's here. And Kale in 3rd, Supermanny 4th, Homesick Alien stays in 5th, Jokus jumped, Rizzler the Roller for 6th place, Rizzler the Roller down in 7th, oh, who's that? Is that the FedEx? Jim in 8th and Noxie in 9th place, Pat in 10th, Rido in 11th, G Handicap in 12th, 13th for GT Racer and Trivs GG. Don't know what happened with Trivs, but it's not a great start for him, but it's a long race. And if I was Trivs, I'd pop that into the pits, get some softer compounded tyres on there, and just go ballistic on that bad boy. Racer Brown really keeping track of JOO pace in this early part of the race. And everyone always uses different tactics as we go through these races. Homesick we saw last week doing a lot of fuel saving until he got on to the faster compound, and then he went for it. And Kale's already in third, but he usually sits back a little bit and comes to life in at the end of the race. But he's jumped Super Manny. Let's have a look around, see how that race is developing. Kale pulling out a little bit on Super Manny at the moment. Homesick Alien only half a second behind Super Manny. Rizzler the Roller has got himself back ahead of Jokers. Jokers fighting with Jim at the moment for that 7th spot. And this corner is tricky as they go up around the Budweiser balcony, or the Brewdog balcony. So Noxie sitting in 9th, just ahead of Pat. They're all kicking up a bit of dust. Rido and G Handicap are in a bit of a battle down there in 11th and 12th. Unbelievable stuff. GT Racer in 13th. Trivs having to play catch up. He did not go in the pits to put some fresh tyres on, and why should he? So JOO leads around to finish the 2nd lap and start lap 3, and he cannot shake off that pesky Racer Brown. And I know personally how it feels to have Racer Brown up your jacksie. It's not fun, it's uncomfortable. You can't sit down after a week. Super Manny back ahead. Where's Kale gone? Oh my lord, I fear for Kale because I can't find him. He's down in 12th. He must have had a massive issue. I reckon he's been off building sandcastles. Trivs GG has caught up. G Handicap also down, and he's got a bit of damage on the back. He's coming into the pits to fix that bad boy, and the rules state that you don't have to change your tyres, but if you do change your tyres, you've got to put a different compound on. So we'll see in a minute how G Handicap plays that one. JOO has pulled away from Racer Brown. Racer Brown slipping back into Super Manny's realm, and Super Manny fancying a piece of that Mars bar car. The Hyundais are looking absolutely spectacular out there. Homesick Alien in 4th, with Rizzler the Roller moving up to 5th with Kale's demise. Joker's now up to 6th. Noxie's got himself ahead of the Jim, but these two battling it out. Oh no, Jim slipped off the side of the track. That's not what you need. That's not what you need when you're in the middle of a battle. And Jim scampering to get back on as Trivs there. He's making up places. He's back into the game. They thought he was done, but they pulled him back in. So Jim down to 12th, Rido in 13th. G, he has changed his tyres. He's decided to go. Hey, that's cool. How's he got 2 different coloured rims? Or is that brakes? He's got red on the front, black on the black. Black on the black, black on the back. I don't know how he's done that, but that's quite cool. I wonder how he's done that. I could never do that in the livery editor. Awesome stuff. Hey, well done, G. So Jay, he's pulling away from Racer Brown now. Super Manny is finding he's got Homesick Alien in his mirrors. This is all shuffling around, and it's beautiful. Whoa, both of it. I was going to say Super Manny and Racer Brown kicking up a bit of dirt in that corner. Homesick Alien will be delighted to see that. He's doing absolutely cracking. Skyjacker, the standard wheels are like that. If you don't change them, they stay red and black. Oh, there you go. I've never looked at the Hyundai. That's cool as you like. So Homesick Alien closing in on Super Manny with Rizzler the Roller not too far behind as well. This is a cracking little race we've got here. Joker's having a cracking race up there in 6th with Noxie. His qualifying didn't look hot, but he's up into 7th, staying on the track. Is a big part of moving up the field here today. Pat in 8th with Kale on a comeback. He slipped down the order into 9th, but he's coming back stronger. GT Racer in 10th spot with Trivs in 11th. We saw he was dead last. Jimbo, he was having a battle with Noxie, but he slipped off in that turn 9. Rido has been into the pits. He's put some mediums on. He's worried about G handicap possibly. Now G handicap's doing some 14, low 14s with those medium tyres on. So Rido covering him off, I reckon. And Jay, he's got himself 1.7 second lead now from Racer Brown, who's a second ahead of Super Manny. And here we go, Rizzler the Roller catching up the Alien, making this a 5-way battle. And beautiful stuff. So Rizzler the Roller trying to get a tow for the pace team. So, Rizzler the Roller, that's alright, I muted for a second to say that Mama Homesick's not said hello in the chat, but it's her anniversary. She's out having a meal, so she can't watch Homesick in all his glory in 4th place. But Rizzler the Roller really tenacious behind Homesick Alien at the moment. Joker's in 6th, Noxie 7th, Pat in 8th. And Rizzler the Roller only 2/10 behind Homesick Alien as they come into the final corner. JOO pace still leading the way from Racer Brown. There's a little contact there. He's trying to make his way up the inside of the Alien. The Alien trying to defend. Rubbing is racing, boys. Rubbing is racing. And Rizzler the Roller sitting in 5th, looking for a way by. Joker's has just lost a spot to Noxie as they're battling it out. And Noxie up into 6th place. Fantastic stuff. And Joker's in 7th, Pat in 8th, Kale in 9th, trying to make his way back through the pack. GT Racer is in 10th, but he's being caught up by Trivs GG. Jim in 12th. With Rido on those medium tyres ahead of G Handicap. And JOO's got the fastest lap of the race so far with those hard tyres on. He doesn't care what compound he's on. He'll fly on anything. Super duper. We love it. We love our racing here at the Virtual Racers Club. We can't get enough. That's why we're streaming almost every other night. So Racer Brown 2 seconds adrift now of Jay, and a Super Manny ahead of the Alien, and the Alien cannot get rid of it. Super Manny's gone in. Super Manny has gone in. He's making the move. He's going to try and do the undercut and get some faster compounded tyres on, whilst JOO pace leads the way with Racer Brown in 2nd. Homesick Alien moves up to 3rd, and it looks like Rizzler the Roller going for a move around the outside. It's not on though. Car 27, he swung it on underneath the Alien. Does he feel like he's got a move on the move here in the Rabbits here? And oh, it's all very tight between the two of them, and Homesick Alien defends that inside line as they go up towards the Budweiser balcony. Unbelievable stuff. Skyjacker saying, always said you're the backbone, bud. The amount of hours you put in with the streams is... Hey, look, what have I said? No saying nice things about me. I don't like it. So Racer Brown, JOO. See, now you got me all of a t'other. The real Tinkio saying Thea. And so where did what's the name come out? Super Manny. Super Manny, he's gone for Super Softs. The Super Manny on the Super Softs, chasing 9th place GT Racer, his fellow countryman. He's going for that inside line. Oh, it's tight stuff. They're leaning on each other, but they're both a lovely racing respect going on there. And Super Manny gets ahead of a GT Racer, and he's got some work to do on those Super Softs. Unbelievable stuff. Fantastic. The real Tiny Eco says, that's how we do it, babes. Hey, babe. And he says, I know that's right. Is Theo like swearing? Thea is swearing or something in South African? Have I just said a really rude word? So JOO pace leading the way from Racer Brown. Homesick Alien still fending off a Rizzler the Roller at the moment. Noxie up into 5th with Supermanny pitting. Joker's there in 6th. We've got Kale already up into 7th place. He's got himself ahead of Pat. And Pat in 8th, being caught up very fast by Supermanny. Alpha not in the chat saying evening all. Evening Alpha, how are we? And the real Tiny Eco saying go Princess Unicorn. Which one's Princess Unicorn? I don't mind calling them that. Or am I the Princess Unicorn? Because I can be the Princess Unicorn for you, if you wish. So JOO pace. Flying on his racing hard tyres. He's pulled it out to nearly 4 seconds from Racer Brown. Racer Brown's going to have to change tactics, I think. He may have to come in and pit. He can't live with JOO pace on these racing hard tyres. Homesick Alien in 3rd. He's getting himself a little breathing space from Rizzler the Roller. He's pulled out about a second on Rizzler. Rizzler doing a 16.3 his last time around. Homesick doing a 15 dead. Hey! And then Noxie in the FedEx Hyundai, a 15.3 from him. Jokus is under pressure from Kale. He managed a 15.9 his last time around, but Kale still on the hard tyres, doing a 14.4. Unbelievable there. Let's get on board with Kale as we see this lovely bit of racing. The Polish driver versus the South African driver. This is tight as a duck's nut, if you get me. Supermanny in 8th. He's 4.2 seconds behind these guys, but he has pitted and he is on a fresh set of racing super softs. And Kale backing out of that last corner, trying to get a good run on Jokus down this straight, get a bit of a toe, see if he can get the inside line into the first corner, Castrol corner. But no, too far back, can't quite get that toe going down the straight, it's not long enough. Oh, but Jokus has made a bit of a mistake into the rabbits here, giving Kale a look up the inside, and Kale might make something work from this. Let's do some snazzy shots here, some long distance ones with a bit of scenery in the go. Beautiful. Here at Willie Springs, and there Kale, beautiful stuff. He's up the inside now, and I think he's done it through the balcony as they head to the downhill. But no, Joker's back ahead. This is unbelievable, Jeff. They're side by side, going through a real tricky part of the track. Kale kicking up a bit of dirt, but he's just edging ahead of the Polish driver. But Joker's back at it again, and he is our resident Kubica. And Racer Brown has come in. He's gone in. He's going to put a different compound of tyres on. He cannot live with Jay on those hard tyres. At the same time, Kale moving ahead of Jokus. Unbelievable stuff. So JOO still out there in the lead, flying high. Homesick Alien stays out there. He likes to keep those hard tyres on until he's got no fuel left. In second place, Rizzler the Roller staying with him, but Rizzler the Roller has burnt through his fuel a lot more than Homesick, which surprises me. You'd think, sitting in Homesick's toe, he could have preserved that fuel a bit better, but no, he's been ragging that car and ripping through that fuel. And Mama Homesick saying, hi thingy, how's dinner? And Mama Homesick saying, come on Homesick, thought you were having a fancy meal. Noxie in 4th place now, with all these pitting around him, putting him into a super position. Kale now up into 5th ahead of Jokus. Jokus falling back to Supermanny. Supermanny with those super softs on, having a super time here at Super Willow. So there you go, Supermanny back up to 6th. Jay, he's not going to let Racer Brown have too long on whatever tyres. We didn't even find out. Yeah, Racer Brown, he's gone on to the racing mediums. Homesick Alien stays out and now is in the lead of this race. Jay and Rizzler both into the pits. Noxie goes through for 2nd spot. And there's a load of pit stops. Supermanny back up into 3rd after his early pit stop now. Beautiful stuff. And Racer Brown is the next man on the track, I believe. And he's already gone. Oh no, JOO is back out the pits ahead of Racer Brown. Oh, let's get some close-in shots. We can't really see the distance between them. So yeah, JOO pace. He's been in. He's put some mediums on, and he's back out ahead of Racer Brown. Similar fuel loads, similar tyres. Crazy racing here. Homesick Alien still out there. He's got good fuel on board. Noxie in second place. Supermanny with those super softs on. Up into third ahead of a JOO pace with Racer Brown in fifth. Pat is up into sixth. He's not pitted though. Same as Noxie and Homesick Alien. Rizzler the Roller back out on the track with the medium tyres in seventh place. Oh no 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 no! That's not what the way. That's not the way to go fast. In car 27 there, Rizzler the Roller just trying to bed those tyres in by getting them a bit sandy. Kale in 8th place on his medium tyres. He's just pitted. Jim is he's pitted earlier. He pitted on lap 8 and I missed that, sorry Jimbo. He's in 9th with his racing softs on. G handicap, we saw he pitted quite early in the race with the mediums, but he's low on fuel now, and he's got Jokers who's just pitted right behind him on his mediums, full tank of fuel, and Jokers going for the move around that long final bend into turn 9, and he's there ahead on the straights. There you go, awesome stuff. G handicap down into 11th with a GT Racer in 12th on the medium tyres. Trivs, he's on the racing medium tyres also. He pitted on lap 11 it looks like, and Arido getting lapped. He's on the racing soft. He's pitted and put the racing softs on. This is cracking stuff, but Homesick Alien now, his fuel is flashing, and so is a Noxie, so these guys are going to have to pit, giving Supermanny the lead, but Supermanny's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel in there, and his softs, his front left is looking a little bit haggard at this point. JOO pace in 4th on a fresh set of mediums, 4 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. There goes Noxie. Noxie comes in. Homesick decides not to. He thinks he's got enough fuel to make it around. And Supermanny in second. JOO pace moves up to third. Racer Brown moves up into 4th, whilst Noxie gets his delivery package on board. Pat also coming in with fuel. Kale then in 8th, looking set to move ahead of these guys. And there you go, moving up into 6th place for Kale with the start he had. He'll be taking that all day long. The real Tiny Eco saying, Jay, get back to 1st place. He's trying, but he's got to get past Supermanny now. But Supermanny will be popping into the pits in the next few laps. Homesick Alien will be pitting on this lap. Racer Brown, he's keeping it. He's changed strategies, I reckon. He might be doing fuel saving. Let's have a look. Jay's fuel, he's somewhere between half and 3/4. Racer Brown is on half. No, Racer Brown's burning fuel as well. Homesick Alien comes into the pits. That means Supermanny will take the lead. No, Supermanny comes in, and Jay retakes the lead of this race ahead of Racer Brown, who's in a second now. And Rizzler the Roller, will he jump ahead of Homesick? He was behind Homesick Alien before the pit stops, pitted a lot earlier than the Alien, and now he looks like he's going to move up. And there goes the Alien. He's been released, but I think Rizzler the Roller is already past the pit lane, and Rizzler the Roller up into 3rd. Homesick Alien dropping a position after the pits, but he can stay out longer, and he can still see Rizzler the Roller there ahead of him. Supermanny coming out behind him as well in 5th place. Kale sitting in 6th with Noxie out in 7th. Jim is up into 8th with those racing softs. Jokers in 9th. Trivs is 10th, and we've got a few people in the pits behind them. GT Racers come into the pits, get rid of those mediums, and a G Handicap also coming in. He's got no fuel on board. Arido out there on the softs. Can he get past those guys? He's quite a way back, and G Handicap already back out onto the track in 12th ahead of a GT Racer. Unbelievable racing we've had so far. 20 minutes into this 60-minute race. It is flying by. I've got stats to tell you and everything. I'm so... Skyjacker puts in a lot of effort for these stats, and I always miss reading them out because I'm so busy telling you about these races. So let's have a look. I can tell you Pat's done 4 races, 3 starts. His best finish so far this season's been 8th, and his worst finish is 8th. Is that just one race? Oh no, it says he's had 3 starts. He's finished 8th in all of them, I suppose. So JOO, 4.6 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. So he's not pulling away anything. Racer Brown doing a 13.4, 13.5 his last 2 laps. Jay doing a 13.0 and a 13.5. So he might have edged a little bit away from Racer Brown. Racer Brown tipping those wheels on the dirt. Rizzler the Roller 2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien at this point. And Homesick Alien, I'm going to start coming on earlier, I promise you. I'm going to start doing the streams earlier, and then I can start reading all of the stats and stuff before the race. That's going to work out, because I just don't have time in the race. It's so bad, and I feel bad. But Supermanny there in 5th place on those racing softs, chasing down Homesick Alien, who went onto the racing mediums. And Rizzler the Rollers dropping back into their clutches. So let's have a look this lap around. Rizzler does a 15.1. Homesick Alien doing a 13.7. But Supermanny is trying to make a move up the inside of the Alien, but he can't quite get it to stick, with a 12.9 on those racing softs. And Homesick Alien making it very difficult for Supermanny. Kale on his racing mediums doing a 13.6. Noxie on the racing mediums doing a 14.3. 8th for Jim. Oh, he's killing those racing softs. He's going to have to pit soon, and he's got Jokas catching him up and moving up, and there he goes. Jokas up into 8th place ahead of Jim, but Jim's tyres are absolutely baked. They're done. Trivs in a 10th spot. We saw he was quite far back, so he's done well to get himself up into 10th ahead of Pat. Pat recently pit in and putting on the soft tyres. And G Handicap only 5 seconds behind Pat on those medium tyres, and going faster than he's been before. GT Racer some 10 seconds behind G Handicap in 13th, and Rido in 14th. And there is the man. Look at him, 19 seconds. 19-second lead as a Jay. Where's her? Oh, Racer Brown's coming to the pits. That's what's happened there. Racer Brown. Oh, Racer Brown's got himself a bit of damage. His tyres and his fuel wasn't too bad, but he's had to come in for damage there, and that may have handed it all over to JOO. In the chat, we've got Pat saying effing car didn't let me put fuel in, had to stop twice. There you go. And Real Tiny Ico saying standard procedure. Yes, Jay, that's how we do it. He's flying today. So Jay, 19-second lead with Rizzler the Roller in 2nd. He got himself ahead of the Alien. No, he didn't. He was already ahead of the Alien, sorry. So Rizzler the Roller a 2nd ahead of Homesick Alien. Supermanny, he'll be feeling that he needs to get past the Alien on those faster tyres. He wants to make hay while he's on very sticky tyres, and Homesick Alien is the fly in his ointment at the moment. Kale in 5th, 6th for Noxie. Joker's up into 7th with Racer Brown back out on track on the racings, in the race with the racing softs. On the racing softs. There you go, I got the right word there in the end. In 8th place, Trivs up to 9th, Pat 10th. We heard about his pit stop woes. He had to pit twice as he did not take on fuel. Jim in 11th with the racing mediums. He's recently pitted. G Handicap in 12th, only 3 seconds behind Jim. Heading his way, sticking it. Oh no. Oh wow, he saved that. Lovely. I thought that was gone, G Handicap, but you pulled that one back. You might get a note about your numbers. Doesn't look like or maybe it is. Maybe you've done something fancy with the VRC font. Maybe you've double stacked your numbers, but that doesn't look like a... Look at me picking holes in people's liveries. But yeah, you should be using standard numbers there. G Handicap, not tut. GT Racer in 13th, 25 seconds behind him, and Rido has come in to get rid of those tyres and put some fresh set on. JOO now 20 seconds ahead of Rizzler the Roller, and it's all bunched up here. Beautiful racing here we're missing. So Rizzler the Roller and Homesick Alien. Supermanny in 3rd. Homesick Alien in a South African sandwich right now, and it's looking very tasty. And he wants to get himself past Rizzler the Roller. Rizzler the Roller. Oh, he just isn't able to do it though, Homesick Alien. Oh, Rizzler Rowe's gone a bit wide there, but he's still got the inside line going through the balcony. And now, oh, Homesick Alien trying to defend from Super Manny and trying to attack Rizzler the Roller at the same time. Let's get on board with Super Manny and see what this looks like from his point of view. It's going to be absolutely cracking. We've got Kale 2.8 seconds behind him, so this is working in Kale's favour. He'll be able to pull up to these guys. And Homesick Alien having another look at Rizzler the Roller. Rizzler the Roller's Hyundai is as wide as Willow Springs track is at the moment. And Super Manny will be getting super frustrated on his softs. Oh, he's not on the super softs now. Can't keep using super. But he wants past the Alien. He wants to get on with his race, and it looks like he's just, no, but he's got that inside line alongside the Alien, and he's got the inside line going into the Castrol corner. But now Homesick Alien should have the inside for Rabbit's ear, but he's not. He's dropped back behind Super Manny, and Rizzler the Roller doing a fine job fending off the Alien there. And now the Alien's dropped behind Super Manny, but Super Manny's soft tyres will wear out a lot sooner. And will Rizzler the Roller be as defensive against his fellow countryman as he was against Homesick Alien? I only say that because they're all part of the pace team, so I imagine they're all chatting to each other. We've got 3 South Africans in the top 3 at the moment. Oh, all 3 of them went off. They all followed each other. Super stuff. Fantastic. And now Homesick Alien wants to come back and attack Super Manny. We've got Kale in 5th place with Noxie in 6th. 7 seconds behind Kale, and he's 9 seconds ahead of Jokers. Jokers having an absolute cracking race at the moment. In 7th place ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown's got the fastest lap of the race on those racing softs, and he's got lovely clear air around him. No one to impede him, so whilst Rizzler the Roller, Super Manny and Alien are all tussling and slowing each other down, Racer Brown's behind them putting in some stonking laps. Focus J, do not lose it. He's fine, he's out there, look at him. He's got no one around him to worry about. He's got 22 seconds. These guys are all slowing each other down, racing each other. Kale's catching him up. He's already caught him up a second. He was 2.8 seconds behind him. Now he's 1.7 seconds. We're just coming up to 28.5 minutes into this race, nearly halfway. Noxie in 6th, Jokers in 7th, Racer Brown in 8th, Pat in 9th place, 10th for G Handicap T4, and 11th for Gin 66. GT Racer in 12th, and Trivs GG. So we've lost someone, have we? We seem to have lost someone. I thought we started with 14, but I don't know whom. My memory is as scatty as you like. So JOO out there. Super Manny has come into the pits. He's run out of fuel. Homesick Alien can set about Rizzler the Roller again. Rizzler the Roller doing a 14.4 his last time around. Homesick Alien doing a 13.9. And Rizzler the Roller's fuel is low also. But Kale's dropped back a bit from them guys. He only did a 15.2 that last time around. Noxie's moved up to 5th place. With Super Manny going into the pit. Super Manny putting some medium tyres on. That's his last set of tyres. I mean, they can put as many tyres as they want on after this. He can put whatever tyres he wants on. But yes, he's used all 4 compounds, compulsory compounds now, as Super Manny. And G Handicap's gone into the pits. I'm dismayed. I can't remember who's disappeared. Jay's gone into the pits also. He needs some fuel, but with 22 seconds on Rizzler the Roller, and Rizzler the Roller's going in, it looks like Homesick Alien will retake this lead for half a tank of fuel's worth at least. So maybe Jay might get out again, but I don't know. What's their pit stops been doing? I can't see someone who's recently pitted. Super Manny, but Homesick does take that lead. Maybe Jay's moving, but I think the Alien, there's the Alien, so Homesick Alien just goes past as Jay heads back out onto the pit, onto the track. and Noxie in third, whilst Rizzler, Kale are into the pits. Can Racer Brown get ahead of those guys? He's been doing some stonking laps on his racing soft tyres, and it looks like he does move ahead of them. Supermanny came out of the pits behind Racer Brown. See, this is because he was racing Alien. He needed to get past, he needed to clear Alien and Rizzler very quickly for a chance to go at Racer Brown. Whoo-wee, this race is absolutely stonking. We're over halfway now. Homesick Alien leading the way, but Jay's caught him up. Oh my lord, was that GT Racer? Looked like he just got in the way and got a tap from Jay. Is Jay's car alright? It looks okay. He's on the super softs. He doesn't want to mess around, and now it's Homesick Alien his turn to make his Hyundai as wide as he could possibly make it, and Jay does not need this. He wants to get on. He doesn't want Racer Brown in the background getting some super laps in, but he did have quite a big gap to play with. He's trying to go around the outside of the Alien. The Alien's car is a lot lighter, but the super soft tyres giving JOO Pace an absolute amazing amount of grip, and he's made it around. Who's missing? I still can't work out who's missing. Homesick Alien, second place, plenty of fuel. And a real tiny Ico saying, I know that's right. So JOO back into the lead ahead of Homesick Alien. Noxie in third place, doing an absolutely cracking job using, he's pretty much on the same kind of strategy as the Alien ahead of him. Racer Brown trying to put some killer laps in to try and catch up. He's 18.5 seconds behind JOO Pace when those guys pit ahead of him. Supermanny some 5 seconds behind Racer Brown on his medium tyres, so he's not going to have the pace he had earlier. Rizzler the Roller is on a set of softs, catching up Supermanny, only a second behind, and he's going faster than he's gone before. Behind him he's got Kale, also on the racing softs. These guys will be wanting to jump Homesick Alien when Alien comes into the pits, so they don't want to race each other too much. Jokus in 8th with Jim in 9th, Pat in 10th, G Handicap in 11, Triv GG in 12th. GT Racer's gone in. Oh yeah, he used those softs up lovely, didn't he? Absolutely got his worth out of the soft tyres, and he's back out on track. And I still don't know who we're missing. That's weird. So JOO, I'm sure we started with 14. I'm not sure, but JOO 4.2 seconds. Kaylan, the big man, Pace himself, saying let's go boys. Homesick Alien in second spot. Still got a bit of fuel, but those racing mediums are looking a little worn around here at Big Willow. Noxie some 9 seconds behind the Alien, with Racer Brown in 4th. Chasing down Triv's GG, or chasing him down to put a lap on him. Supermanny 5 seconds behind Racer Brown, so when Racer Brown does pit, he's definitely, Noxie's gone in, so that promotes a Racer Brown up into, no, Racer Brown's gone in as well, so Supermanny will definitely move ahead of him, same as Rizzler the Roller and Kale. So Racer Brown's race not going as well as he would have hoped here at the Willow Springs, Big Willow. And there goes Kale making a move on Rizzler the Roller. Rizzler the Roller, I don't know how much of it he was aware of that. He probably thought, where are you up? Where did you come from, you cheeky little pace driver? So Homesick Alien's really ruining that South African run at the top, but he's going to come into the pits pretty soon, and then we'll have 4 South Africans leading the way. And there goes JOO Pace on his super softs, putting in the fastest lap so far of the race at 12.331. Unbelievable stuff. It's a cracking race we're having here. He's just about to put a lap on Pat. Also, I just have a little sip of my drink. There goes Homesick Alien, so we can complete a top 4 of South Africans. Beautiful stuff. Can he get out ahead of any of these guys? I don't think he can. I think they're all going to get the undercut on Homesick Alien as he drops behind all of them. And there you go. We've got a full deck. We've got a running flush of flags up there. Beautiful. A full house. JOO Pace leading the way from Super Manny, who's also a part of the Pace team. Then we've got Kale Pace in third, and I assume Rizzler the Roller is a part of the Pace team, because what South African isn't? And they're all part of Ellen. Oh no, who's that? Oh, that's Trivs. I think that's Trivs. Trivs having an off at the balcony, trying to stay out of the way. Homesick Aliens back out of the pits in 5th place, ahead of Racer Brown, but we did see Racer Brown pit earlier. Racer Brown's race is not going how he would have liked it, with 23.5 minutes left of racing to go. And we are getting a beautiful race going on. A retreat it is. So JOO Pace out there leading the way by 28.6 seconds. He could stop and have a cup of tea if he wanted. Hey, you may as well stop at Budweiser balcony, Jay, and have yourself a Bud Light, because you're driving, you know. So JOO Pace are leading the way now from Kale. Kale is ahead of Super Manny. Did that? No, Super Manny's had an issue. Super Manny has had a bit of an issue there. And now Rizzler the Roller wants his position. Rizzler the Roller, he's up, he's through. And that's it, our kid. He's done one. He's up into third. And he's after Kale now. Rizzler the Roller having an absolute blinding race at the moment on those softs. Remember, Super Manny on the mediums doesn't have the traction that Kale and Super Rizzler Roller have got. And Homesick Alien all on the super softs, catching up Super Manny. Super Manny might be in trouble soon. And the real Tiny Ico saying, Jay Watgit, very proud of you. Is that his name? That's like, usually when you've got consonants, you've got vowels in between them, but he's got a B, T and G with no vowels in there. That's pretty hard to pronounce for us little Englanders. So there we go. Jay is leading. Let's have a look at his helmet. Beautiful stuff. Tribal. I like it. And it's not like that on the other side we saw last week where he won. See, his other side of his helmet is just like a plain grey. It's beautiful. Kale, bang, in second spot, being caught up by a Rizzler the Roller. In third, Rizzler the Roller. He's got a nice helmet as well. I like his helmet. That's nice. Super Manny in fourth. That's cool. That kind of goes with the car, doesn't it? That's nice. And Homesick Alien catching him up on those super soft tyres. He's just done a 12.8, his fastest lap of the race. And this is anyone's game. The places behind JOO Pace is for anyone. They're up for grabs. We've got 21 minutes left of racing. Noxie in sixth spot. He's kept his head down. He's had himself a cracking little race. He's also ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown, I don't think we've seen him this far down before. So Racer Brown, his heart's dropped out of this race. And he's nearly 9 seconds behind Noxie. Super Manny and Homesick Alien having a ding-dong. I saw their names changing around. Homesick Alien has got that inside line, and he's up and he's through on his super soft tyres. Nothing Super Manny can do about that on those mediums. He defended as much as he could, but when you're on the super softs, you've got all the grip in the world. And Homesick Alien now breaking that South African flush we had up there at the front, and he's only 2 seconds behind Rizzler the Roller. And Rizzler the Roller, he's on some softs, but they're old softs, and he's caught Kale up. Kale having issues. His tyres maybe possibly going off a little bit. Keep it steady, Jay, says the real Tiny Ico. And JOO, 29 seconds steady. He can stop and have a picnic if he wanted. That car does look cracking though. Did they have to do all those decals, all them little bits and bobs? That must have taken ages. Beautiful stuff though. Love it. So JOO nearly 29 seconds leading. Kale in second. Superman, he's come in. He's getting rid of those medium tyres. He's had enough of them. Can Noxie? Noxie will get ahead of him. What about Racer Brown? Racer Brown's coming around that final corner, the sweeper, onto the straight, and maybe he can get himself ahead of Superman, but I think Racer Brown may have another pit stop. Definitely will have another pit stop before the end of this race. So, and as will JOO, he's got another pit in there, but I think he can pit and get back out again before anyone else comes past. At this point, go Gonive. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your language and it's not right. I thought South Africans spoke Dutch or something. Or something similar to Dutch. I know it's Afrikaan or something, but I thought it was like a derivative of Dutch. I'm sure I worked with South African and they said they can speak to Dutch people because the languages are interchangeable or something. I'm not sure. But there might be districts. District 9. So there goes Kale going past the pits. OO. Did he come in? He came in, he got back out again. There you go. That's how quick he is. And he's still, no, 7 seconds. I was going to say 30 seconds ahead, but yeah, Jay, been in the pits, put some soft tyres on, back out in the lead. That's how you do it for the pace team. Boom. Kale in second place with Rizzler the Roller in third, but he's got a homesick alien catching him up. 1.5 seconds behind. And we are down to 17.5 minutes, so that probably was Jay's final lap as he's coming across a couple of back markers there. Oh, it looks like Pat was slowing down and little G, GRT handicap, managing to get past him. But he's also getting blue flags. Pat being a gentleman, slowing down, and I suppose he'll be hoping G handicap will have to slow down for JOO. And Pat will be wanting to get that position back, I imagine. And the real Tiny Ico saying, doing too much today, Jay. Jay coming in hot. He is, isn't he? So, G handicap, he's getting a lot of blue flags. But I think this is this the one where he's going to let him pass? Not quite. He obviously doesn't feel that Jay's close enough to him to warrant letting him pass yet. Jay, there you go. Easy swap over, and Pat will be like, oh man, I pulled right over, and Jay G handicap got past me. So Pat will be hunting himself down a bit of G handicap before the end of this race. 11th there for Jim on the super softs, 11 seconds behind Pat, 22 seconds ahead of GT Racer, and Trips G back to the back again. We saw he was making good progress. He's pitted. Looks like he's going to get ahead of a GT Racer on his super softs. And still cracking looking car, Trivs. It's the business, man. I love them yellow flourishes. So JOO pace 9 seconds, and there goes G handicap into the pit. So Pat moves back up ahead of G handicap. Oh, he needs fuel. His tyres look so fresh though. That's a shame. So JOO 9.3 seconds ahead of Kale, who's in second place. Kale's going to have to pit though. Rizzler the Roller, he's definitely going to have to pit pretty soon. Homesick Alien, possibly might have to pit as well. Well, yes, he is. He hasn't got enough fuel, and he hasn't done a soft run yet. Oh, it's Rido that left. Hello again. It's Rido. That's the one I couldn't remember. I knew we had 14. Rido, you can't keep quitting out of races, man. It's not good. Superman-y in 6th, with Jokus in 7th, 8th for Racer Brown. It confuses me. Kalen saying Rizzler definitely having a cracker. He is, isn't he? He's up there. In 3rd, battling it out with the Alien. The Alien has got a quarter. Oh, was that Kale kicking up a bit of dust? But it's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Rizzler the Roller, though, he's going to have to come into the pits at the end of this lap. And Homesick Alien's still got a quarter of a tank of fuel, but he's got to use the softs as of yet. And what's Rizzler the Roller got to use? Super softs? I think he's had mediums, hasn't he? And oh, here he goes into the pits. Beautiful stuff. Homesick Alien moving up to third, 1.6 seconds behind Kale. Kale there, getting past Pat, who's in 9th place. We'll have to have a rundown. So Jay in first, Kale in second, Homesick Alien is in third, Noxie up into 4th. Noxie having a tidy race. Super Manny back out there on the super softs. He's opted for the super softs. Will they last him all the way till the end? He's used all 4 compounds, so he can pick whatever tyre he wants now. And I don't know if softs would have been the one I chose. Rizzler the Roller out of the pits. He's on the super softs, full tank of fuel all the way to the end. Racer Brown in 7th on the medium tyres. And he's got enough fuel to go to the end. Jokers has just popped in to get rid of... Oh, God, he nearly killed that front left super soft tyre. Can Jim get ahead of him? Oh, no, I think Jokers' 8th place is pretty safe. So, our own Kubica is filling up. Jim is coming around the sweeper though, so it's going to be tight for Jokers. Jokers there leaving the pit lane and into the first corner, so he's done all right. Homesick and Kale both into the pits at the same time. Humdinger there. Jay flying around, and Rido saying my Wi-Fi is having issues today. I'm still in lobby, I think. Oh, okay. And a real tiny Ico saying Jay makes this look too easy, but hey, do the most. Hey, is JOO Pace in the Bathurst 12 hour on Saturday? Because if he's doing stint 1 or 3, I'll be talking about him then as well. So JOO Pace. So I think there is a pace team in the 12 hour at Bathurst. Pat saying went off when G got past. I wouldn't let him pass so easy. Oh, there you go. Oh, see, I thought you'd slowed right down for the blue flags. Pat, stop talking on the chat, man. You're meant to be racing. So Homesick Alien. Oh, he's behind Super Manny. Oh, yeah, because he pitted, didn't he? He's back out of the pits ahead of Kale. Kale's on the super softs, though, with Homesick Alien on the soft. We had this similar scenario last week, but Kale was ahead on the super softs, and Alien was the one behind on the soft tyre, and I thought Kale's super softs were going to go off before the Alien softs did, but they did not. He managed to keep hold of that position ahead of the Alien, so a similar position now between these two, and Super Manny doing a cracking job. Maybe it was a good idea putting them super softs on. He's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel, where these guys have put a bit more fuel in. So I'm not sure if Supermanny's got enough fuel to the end of the race. Jay's got about half a tank. These guys have just pitted and put in nearly 3/4 of a tank. So I'm sure on that one. And so has Rizzler the Roller. So again, Jay may have underfueled like he did last week. This is interesting. So anyway, I was running through. You guys want to know who's in what position. So Jay is leading with only half a tank of fuel. It'd be interesting to see if that's going to last all the way. Don't think Supermanny's fuel is going to get him there. And Homesick Alien's coursing him up very quickly. Supermanny's tyres starting to go away from him. And Homesick Alien is upon him already. Homesick Alien looking poised to grab a second spot here at a Big Willie. Pace though, I'll have something to say about that on his Kale. I'll have something to say about that on his super softs. And again, remember the battle we had between Supermanny and Homesick Alien earlier. Oh no, was it Rizzler the Roller that Homesick Alien was struggling to get past? So it's Supermanny's turn to keep the Alien behind him. With Homesick Alien on such fresh tyres, it might be a struggle for Supermanny. And Kale's caught right up into this battle. Beautiful stuff. Let's get on board. And there you see the Alien trying to go around the outside, and with that extra grip, but the Alien's got a wheel off the dirt, but he's got back on again. He's under braking, and it's all fine for the Alien. And now Kale's got to try and find a way past Supermanny. Supermanny's going back up the inside of the Alien. That was a little bit rude, but you know. So, oof. And Kale doesn't go for it. He does now. Oh, he's looking one way, he's looking another way. And Superman, he wants to keep that position ahead of the Alien. And Homesick Alien will probably be thinking, oh right, is that the rules? And they're all bunched up here. Beautiful racing. As they just get away from him a little bit. Oh, a little wiggle on from Kale. As now he's trying to get a toe on the Alien as Superman drops into the pits. We assumed he didn't have enough fuel. Homesick Alien trying to stay on that inside line, not letting Kale get through. Kalen asking if I'm ready for the weekend race. Oh yeah, I'm buzzing for it, man. I can't wait. So J00 pace leading the way from Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien's got his hands full with a Kale behind him on the stickier tyre. He's got the fastest lap in the race, and he's gone through. He's up and he's through on the inside of Homesick Alien. So Kale looking good for second spot if he can stay on the track. Homesick Alien down into third. Rizzler the Roller having a cracking race there in fourth place. Noxie is in fifth, and he's got 4 seconds on Racer Brown. So Racer Brown on the medium tyre there in 6th place. Superman after his pit stop comes out behind Racer Brown in 7th. Jokus is in 8th place, and he's got a pretty lonely race really. 22 seconds behind Superman and 20 seconds ahead of a G Handicap. And then we've got Jim in 10th, 11th for Pat, 12th for GT Racer, and Trivs GG down in 13th. He had a bad lap that last lap with a 31.7, but that's because that front left tyre, that Racing Super Soft, is almost dead. So Jay moving around. We are down to 7.5 minutes left in this race. J00 pace goes across the line to complete lap 42 and start lap 43. So he goes into the first corner. Homesick Alien's back ahead of Kale. Oh no, I don't know what happened to Kale. 13.3 last time for Kale, 13.4 for Homesick, so he must have done it around the balcony area, I'm not sure. But Homesick Alien back up into second place. But Kale on those sticky tyres, he can come back at the Alien. Alien's kicking up a bit of dust, that doesn't help. With Kale in third, Rizzler the Roller in fourth, looking absolutely cracking. I suppose he'd love it if the Alien and Kale started really racing each other and slow him down. And Rizzler the Roller chasing them down, 4 seconds adrift from Kale. But if Homesick Alien and Kale come across each other, they could be slowing each other right down to give Rizzler the Roller opportunity to grab himself a podium today. Noxie in fifth, another cracking race from the Noxter. Jay's gone in. We did question if he had enough fuel, but with 37 seconds in hand, he should be back out ahead of the guys. Homesick Alien still only halfway around the track, so Jay definitely going to be in, fueled up, new boots, and back out before these guys even reach him. There he goes, back out on track, no issues, no drama. Half a tank fuel, racing super softs, and he's going to try and get himself the fastest lap before the end of the race. Homesick Alien, he's got Kale closing in on him again. There's only 2 tenths between them. I'm trying to go through the field and show you, but I keep coming back to this battle because it's a hot one. And they're kicking up dust all around the track. They'll be sweating bullets as they race each other. Unbelievable stuff. Homesick Alien just ahead of Kale. Kale looking around the outside. It's a brave move to take that corner, and Homesick Alien makes his way through. He's got to cover that inside line and don't give Kale the opportunity to get up the inside, and he does. And Kale, all he can do is follow him around. Quick look around then. Rizzler the Roller in fourth, Racer Brown up into fifth, Superman in sixth, Noxie down into seventh. What happened? Oh no, Noxie must have had an off. I said too many good things about him. And now he's dropped behind Racer Brown and Supermanny. Jokus in 8th. G Handicap up into 9th now. Jim in 10th. Pat in 11th. GT Racer in 12th. Trivs G is in 13th. And it's back to that second place battle. So Homesick Alien 3/10 ahead. Let's get on board with Kale. Awesome stuff. Kalen says Kale needs to sell a dummy to get past. He's trying to. He's got good luck up the rabbits here, but Homesick Alien closing that door. And Racer Brown's back into the pits. He is low on fuel, possibly. Didn't think he's going to get to the end on 12% of fuel. Homesick Alien fending off that inside line. And Kale is going to try and glue it around the outside now. But that's a tricky move to make. And Racer Brown. Oh, so Noxie's back up into 5th. What? He was behind Racer Brown and Superman. Did Supermanny come in as well? Oh, Supermanny did a 1:34. I don't know what happened to Supermanny. Maybe he had a big off. And Racer Brown, he pitted. So that's given 5th place back to Noxie. Well done, Noxie. Unbelievable stuff. And here we go. Oh, I bought their side by side coming into the sweeper. Oh, it's tight stuff. Tight stuff here. Homesick Alien's trying to hold his line. Kale having a look up the inside, but he can't quite get it to stick. And Homesick Alien now, it's nearly a neck and neck as they come up to the first corner. Kale's swinging over the track to try and get that inside line, but it's just not there. Kale, you can see he's getting frustrated behind Homesick Alien. He's one side, he's the other side, he's flying everywhere. And Homesick Alien trying to stay calm and soak up that pressure of Kale. And this is some awesome racing we're being trekked to right now. And all the time they're battling each other. 14.3 from Kale last time around. 14.4 from the Alien. Rizzler the Roller, oh, he's did a 14.6. So this is the battle at the moment though. Homesick Alien versus Kale. And Kale's looking one side, he's looking the other. He's on the faster tyre. He really wants to get past. We're down to 2 minutes left in this race. And Kale's going to go around the outside, or he's going to try and go around the outside to get the move done, but he just can't do it in the sweeper. He's lost a bit of pace. He's had to back out of that one. But maybe he'll get a run on the Alien down the straight, but Kale's off, and he's back on again. And Homesick Alien gets a minute to breathe before Kale comes back with another attack. We're into the last 2 minutes of this race. Homesick Alien, cool as a cucumber, soaks up that pressure. Something else there, but his fuel started flashing. But then we've probably got, what, 2 laps left. They'll probably make it around for another lap. Kale's fuel looking okay. And the real Tiny Ico saying, Jay, yeah, he's there, don't you worry. He's 27 seconds. He's 27.5 seconds in the lead, Tiny Ico. He's got the fastest lap. He's got it all under control. He's going across to start his final lap. It's all good. Homesick Alien, though, and Kale is where the battle is. That's where I've got to pay my attention, because these guys are absolutely having a humdinger of a race. Skyjack is saying, fantastic racecraft and respect from Kale and Homesick. Great job, guys. And Samir Abdul Raham saying, we are pace. And here comes Kale. Kale's got that inside now in the sweeper, but Homesick somehow survives again. How are they doing this? There's 30 seconds left on the clock as they cross the line. This definitely will be the final lap. And can Homesick Alien soak up that pressure of Kale for one last lap? That's all he's got to do to hold on. And he's really going to spoil the South Africans' days, because they could have had well, if Homesick falls off the road, they could have top 3. So Jay is coming. He's still halfway around the track though. His fuel's doing okay. Homesick Alien's front left is really destroyed. Kale's is not as bad. So Homesick Alien is just trying to cling on. And now we've got Jay coming through the sweeper to go across the line to grab on to his second win in a row. Fantastic stuff from J00 pace. Fantastic racing. Supermanny already crossed the line in 7th. Here comes Homesick Alien. He's got half a lap yet. There's going to be a few people cross before him. Oh no, he's going to run out of fuel. He's got no red line. That's it, is it? Can he get across the line? I think that's it. He's run out of fuel. Kale's easily going to whiz past him. And there goes Kale. Kale up into second. Homesick Aliens ran out of fuel. Can he get third? Oh my word. Drama on the last lap. There goes Kale to cross the line in second. Homesick Alien. No, Rizzler Roller gets third. It's a podium. It's a South African podium lockout. Take a bow, my son. I can't say bow anymore. Take a boo, my son. Rizzler the Roller. Homesick Alien running out of fuel just before the final corner. Grabs fourth. Noxie coming home in fifth. And Racer Brown in sixth. I'm sorry for the guys behind them. I didn't have time to go back and have a look. We'll see if we can. So Racer Brown crossing he ran out of fuel virtually as well. 6th, Superman 7th, Jokers in 8th, G Handicap in 9th, Jim in 10th, Pat 11th, GT Racer in 12th. We'll go to the results sheet anyway. Oh my word, what a race. There you go, super stuff. He got the treble, fastest lap, clean race, pole position, victory. Well, clean lap, you know. Whew. So let's have a look at those race results. Unbelievable, what a treat. What a treat that was. Beautiful stuff. So J-O-O Pace takes the win. He had pole and he got the fastest lap, so he got all three. Super stuff from J-O-O Pace. Hopefully you're in Bathurst on Saturday, because that was beautiful. Kale gets second place there in the end, with Homesick Alien just running out of fuel near the end on the final corner. Poor Homesick, you've got to feel for him. He really did put up a battle, but oh wow. So Kale getting second, and Rizzler the Roller on the podium. Look at him dancing around with his champagne. Beautiful stuff. It's a South African lockout here at the Big Willow for the GT3 World Endurance Series Round 5 at the Virtual Racers Club. Brilliant stuff. We love it. Homesick Alien grabbing 4th. Noxie having a fantastic race there in 5th place. Racer Brown, he got a bit of damage early on and had to pit, an unscheduled pit stop. Coming home in 6th. Supermanny in 7th. Took a pit stop more than everybody else. Well, maybe 2 pit stops more than everyone else. He was really chewing up his tyres today. Jokers in 8th. Cracking stuff from Jokers. G Handicap getting 9th. Jim in 10th. Pat in 11th. GT Racer finishing in 12th. And Trivs GG getting 13th. And Rido didn't quite get to the finish of the race, but he said he had some rough Wi-Fi. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. In the chats then, let's have a look. So, oh my word, I've missed loads, sorry. So, Kaylin saying, well done, Jay. Mama Homesick saying, go Homesick. Real Tiny Ico saying, we are Pace. Shout to the team. Kaylin saying, great race, Homesick and Kale. Kaylin saying, Rizzler, amazing stuff. Skyjacker saying, no. Real Tiny Ico saying, well done, Jay. You have made me proud. Worth every second. Kaylin saying, oh no. Samir Abdul Rahman says, nicely done, Pace boys. Pat saying, looking forward to watching that one back. Great racing. Skyjacker saying, wow, what a race. Well done, Pace guys. Gutted for Homesick. Mama Homesick saying, oh no, look forward to seeing the race later, having anniversary meal at the Mo. Mama Homesick saying, poor Homesick. Real Tiny Ico saying, Jay did the things. And Homesick Alien saying, FFS lol. Man, I'd swear for you, but I try not to swear on the stream, but I get you. But you gave us some great entertainment, Homesick, if that's any consolation. Great entertainment, awesome stuff. Jokers saying, great race, guys. Racer Brown saying, OMG. Pat saying, wasn't sure about this car when I started, but looking forward to throwing it around Bathurst next week. And Racer Brown saying, congratulations to Jay and HS and Rizzler the Roller. No, it was Kale and Rizzler the Roller. Unbelievable. Wow. Head is exploded. That is unbelievable racing. That was fantastic stuff. Well done to everyone. Everyone who took part. That was something else. But super congratulations to J00 Pace on his second win in a row. Jay saying woo, and Racer Brown saying sorry, yeah. Whew. Okay, let's all calm down. Let's all take a chill pill. Don't forget, here at the Virtual Racers Club, we have our stage thing going on Wednesday evening, where we're going to have a lot to talk about, I believe. A lot to talk about. So please join us around about 7:30 for our little chat, our pit stop, as we're calling it. Then on Thursday night, we have the Vision Championship in those Group 3 Mazdas. They are heating up quite nicely as well. It's getting a tidy little battle going on there. And then I'm not sure about Friday. And then Saturday, I'm on duty elsewhere at the APX. I should know the name of them, really, shouldn't I? I'm over somewhere else streaming for 6 hours from 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll be having a break for I'll do 3 hours. I'll have a break for 3 hours, and then I'll be back on 3 hours. So if you're not sick of my voice by yet, please join us at the Bathurst 12 hours, which I think half of these guys are racing in. Homesick's definitely racing in it. Racer Brown's in it. I'm not sure about the Pace guys. I know Pace is racing in it. I don't know about those other guys. They probably are. They're fast enough too. And Homesick saying, awesome race, Manny, Rizzler and Kale. You were mixing it, weren't you, with the South African boys today? Homesick Alien, awesome stuff. And then obviously Monday night we do the Red Bull Junior live replays, and then Tuesday for the final round of this. And I'll look on Discord quickly to try and tell you what the final round is. I'm getting good at Discord now. I can get around it quite quick. Just watch me, hey. It is, someone's going to tell me before I get there. What is that? Is that Dragon's Trail? No, that's Bathurst. I think Pat already said about Bathurst, didn't you? Sorry, I'm working all day on Saturday, so I'll miss that one. Could be a good race. Yeah, you've got two teams in it, Pat. You've got us and SNL racing in there. Bathurst Racer Brown says. Oh my God, that's going to be a humdinger next week. So join us next Tuesday. If you can't watch anything else, you have to watch us next week for Bathurst. That's everything, I think. I've done all me promo, me pushing. And don't forget, we're not sponsored by Brewdog, but I'm really trying to get them bastards to send me a couple of free cans, so I keep mentioning them. Brewdog. The Real Tiny Ico saying beautiful Jay, and Racer Brown saying thank you thingy. No, thank you. So I was your broadcaster and was I? Yeah, I'm your broadcaster and your commentator, Amil Kiwe. Thank you for joining us. Catch me next time. I'm here all week. Peace and love. Peace and love.